guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. So today I'm using something that I've not used in a long time. I bought this when I went to Portugal a few years back. I'll just show you the usage. So this shade here I was never a lover of just because there's hardly any pigment. It's still really soft and creamy, but there's hardly any pigment to it. So I think I'm going to be using my Charlotte Tilbury Champagne Diamonds pencil underneath it to try and give it that bit of a oomph factor that I really like. But yeah, I thought I would use this as like a 5-minute, because it is a 5-minute look in a palette, a 5-minute getting ready for like when you go to job interviews, when you go out to work. And yeah, I just thought I would use it because I've not used it in a while and I didn't do a review or anything on it when I got it. So it is the Instant Look in a palette and it's the Beauty Natural one. So it was the first one that she ever came out with. I think there's about 4 or 5 out now. But before we get into this, then we will just do the rest of the makeup. So I'm just going to tie my hair back. Right, so at the minute all I've got on is skincare, so we're going to put some of this on. It's the PS Beauty Prep and Perfect Glow Illuminating Skin Primer, and I love, because I've got a drier skin, I love having like glowy skin. And I love this primer, but Primark don't seem to do this anymore. I've said that in several of my recent videos, which is quite upsetting as it is just really inexpensive. It's only £3, or it was only £3. And that's what it's called. It's the Technique Strobe FX Cream, and it's just like a pearl shade. It doesn't say it's pearl, but let me just get a little bit out and I'll show you. So it's that kind of shade. Well, it's like a pearl gold, I would say. And I just do it here. I put a bit too much on my fingers, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I've still got some left, but never mind. I'll just get rid of that. And then we're going to go on to foundation. Now, I used this foundation in one of my other videos and it just wouldn't come out, so I've let it, like, I put it upright in that position. So we're going to see if it comes out this time, and I'm going to use the Essence one with it as well, which is also in my shop, my stash. Right, so it's the Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup Healthy Glow Foundation. Really love this. It is in the lighter shade, but you can quite clearly see it is far too dark for my skin tone, so I have to use a foundation like this. And I like the fact that this is dewy. Let's see if the pump's working. I'm sure that there's some product. Oh, it's working today. Well, it was just then. Yeah, I've just managed to get a little bit out. I think the pump, there's product stuck in the pump, so let's see what we can get out. Can you hear that wind? Gotta go out on that in a minute. Gotta pick some medication up for my mum from the pharmacy. Go to the shop. And then, oh look at it, I've got it all over my hands now. Let's just wipe that off. Yeah, there's certainly no rest for me today. And I'm just going to put this one here. Can you see how darker that one is? You'll be able to see it when it's on my face. Oh my god. I don't even know if my umbrella will stay up in this weather. I don't have to use like half a pump more. Right, and then I'm going to use this brush. I really like this brush, guys, and it's such an inexpensive brush. I think I got it from eBay way back when. I mean, I got a whole set of them. But this one's really good for foundation, so let's crack on with that. Oh my gosh, that rain. Andrea, you must be mad going out in that. Just talking to myself here, guys. That is belting it down. I'm hoping by the time I've done my makeup and I leave the house, well, the flat, it will have stopped. Let's get a mirror. That's terrible rain. Right, so this is the Fast Base Revolution Concealer in C2. It's what's in my project pan. And literally we don't have much left at all. It's just there now. This. So I'm going to put this shade down first. So that's the brighten shade, and then I'm going to get the pencil. It's in a similar shade to this, and then put the pencil, like the Champagne Diamonds pencil, down first, and then this over the top, which you'll see. So yeah, this is just the brighten shade. Maybe it's a bit dirty. Right, so it's down on one eye. I can't see the difference, if I'm being completely honest. This is why I didn't really get on with the eyeshadows in the palette, because I can't really see the difference between the brighten. Right, so now it's down on both eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this, what is that called? The smoke one first. I always do the crease bit first, so we'll do that now. Right, so this is just going to be a simple everyday smoky, not smoky, simple everyday look. Like if you want to be out of the door really quick, that kind of look. See, this shade is really nice. I like it a lot. So that's enough. And I was watching a video by Tara Babies yesterday, or last night, and she actually put, I think it was that one to kind of buff it out. So let's try that. I've never tried that before. To try and buff that shade out. That shade, by the way, was Swish. So you get a swish and a pop. So swish, pop. Then you get the bronzer. Yeah, the face bronzer and the face highlighter. But we'll go through them in a second. I think that's quite nice. I'm just going to blend it. They've blended in together really well. See, normally to darken it, I probably would have gone in with the bronzer. So I'm glad I watched her video. It looked really nice. It's kind of like a dusky brown shade. So now what I'm going to do is, it's not even in there anymore. Let me just go and find the drawer that I now keep my hair tools in, what used to be my everyday makeup drawer, but I've switched things around since. I've done a reorganisation video, so I will put that one up first and then this one will go up. So this is it, the Charlotte Tilbury Champagne Diamonds pencil, and it is very, very similar to the eyeshadow that I'm going to be putting on. So I just thought I'd try this first and then put the eyeshadow over the top of it. Obviously you don't need to do that if you don't have this eyeshadow. And this crayon is especially for blue eyes. This palette you could actually take on the go. You could take it, I've seen girls do it, take it, they take the makeup bags and do the makeup on the bus. But this is one of those palettes that you could actually just take a few makeup brushes, make sure your foundation's done before you leave, and then like do everything else on the bus or train. So that's what it's looking like without any, any of that. What shade is it? It just says it's the Eye Enhance shade, which is this one. I'm trying to put it as close as I can. So yeah, that's that. And I'll come a bit closer. So I've really had to dig my finger in that. Ooh. I don't know whether it's because I'm digging my finger in it or because I laid a little bit of colour down before, but I'm actually really, really liking this, guys. Better than I've liked it in the past. That is pretty. For an everyday look, that is pretty. And like from the Champagne Diamonds pencil, you can see the glitter. So yeah, that's the eyes done. Well, what we'll do is, we'll finish the face, and then we'll do like the mascara and the eyeliner and put a lipstick on. So bronzer, I'm not going to use this great big brush because it's too big for the pan anyway, so I'll use my second. I don't know whether this is my favourite or that one is, but that one is newer, so we're just gonna do a slight bit of bronzing. You wouldn't want to go OTT for a job interview or for an everyday basis. And then I sculpt where I've contoured here, I sculpt that out with powder. So let me just like blend those powders in with this brush. I love this for like blending in, but this bit came off the other day, look, and it's all sticky, so I'm going to try and wipe it, and I might just have to take this bit off. Right, so I use this MUA Skin Define Hydro Powder, which is in Project Pan, and again another one of these brushes. So they must have come in a set at one point. Oh, it's breaking now. Yeah, it must have come in a set at one point. I really, really like them, guys. And this powder is stunning for like bringing out the contour. Right, I really don't know what's happened there. I don't know if that's recorded or not. Basically, I've just gone into this blush, Swish, and then this one, Pop, and I used them. I didn't like mix them together. I just used them separately. Can't show you again because it's already on my face now. So I'm just blending them in together. I think what I did is I thought I pressed record and I just didn't, and if you leave this camera on for a little while, it kind of turns itself off. So yeah, I think that's what I've done. Either that or it's the memory card again. Then I want to, obviously the highlighter in this palette is that one there, so we'll be using that. That's really nice. I think we'll use that in the inner corner as well. Yes, I really like that. Oh, right, so I'm going to be using the same highlight for the inner corner. Right, so that is the look completed. So let's just put some mascara on, some eyeliner, and let's choose a lipstick. So I'm just going to go and do that. So the eyeliner I'm using is, of course, the Essence, but first Espresso. Really getting down to it now, guys. Look at that. So basically I've just got to there, and then it will be out of the collection, and I'll have to bring a new eyeliner in. You know what I've just realised as well? I've realised I've not powdered under my eyes. This makeup won't be staying on for that long anyway because it's quite late in the evening, so it doesn't really matter. But you know, when I'm wearing it like for a job interview and things like that, I'll have to make sure I powdered. And then this week as well, when I brought some Shop My Stash items in, some like when I switched the ones from last week into this week, I didn't bring that Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I don't know what I was thinking, so I've not been using that. I'll have to use it next week. I'll have to pull it next week. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some spray. I always forget to do this bit as well. Doesn't need to be any more dewier, but I really like a dewy look. Oh. Right, so while that's setting, I'm not going to put mascara on yet because this mascara is a really wet formula, and it just gets everywhere, so we'll put lipstick on. And I thought, since we're doing like an everyday look, and this is in Project Pan anyway, I thought I would put this on. I absolutely adore this lipstick, guys. It's in the shade Underground, and it would be the perfect lipstick for work or for a job interview because it wears like a lip balm and a lipstick, but it comes off like a lip tint. So yeah, we will put this on. And it's just super glossy. It's really pretty. So I'm just going to wait for this to go down, like to set a little bit this spray, and I'll come back and show you the so it's just a couple minutes later, so it should be okay now. So yeah, it's the PS Beauty False Lash Queen, and this has been my mascara of choice for the last 3 or 4 months now, so I'll be getting ready for a new one soon. You can keep it up to 6 months, but yeah, I think I want to try a different one. Sorry, don't want that great big mirror in your face. I mean, the formula is still really good on the mascara. That's never changed. I always thought it's kind of a wet formula. It might dry down, it might dry a little bit, but it's never changed. Just sorting my mane out. I look like the Lion King with all this hair. Right, so let's talk about it, as I've never done that review on it. I like this one. I think this is unnecessary. I would have much preferred like a white ivory shade, just so I could use that on the brow bone, because I've had to go into my Too Faced white chocolate for the brow bone. I don't think it's as brightening. I mean, looks pretty like white in the pan and stuff, but I'm not a lover of that shade. I wasn't a lover of that shade until I found a way to make it work. So that shade is the enhanced shade. I love it with this pencil, so I'm probably going to be using them together like whenever I use the palette. This isn't, like I said, this is in Champagne Diamonds. It's one of her colour chameleons, and the glitter you see underneath it, can you see that? The glitter you see and it's coming from this. So it's really, let's try and do, right, so that's what that looks like. And then I'll do you a swatch of this eyeshadow. I'll dig my finger in it. So that's that. And it doesn't have any shimmer in it at all, like any sparkle, but when you mix both of them together it just looks amazing. I really like this eye look. And then this smoke eye shade is really good for fair skin, I believe. Well, I'm fair skinned and it looks really nice. And then I mixed it with that, I buffed it out with that, and that's the Swiss shade, and it just looks really pretty. I'm really impressed with the eye look. I mean, I've used this palette quite a lot. You can see I've especially tried to get this eyeshadow to work, and it never has. I've even like gone in and used it like wet with spray and stuff, because it's got like a little, I wouldn't say it's hard pan or anything because it's still really soft, but yeah, I've tried doing it that way and it's never come out the way I wanted. This is the eye look that I would have liked when I first started using it. And then all the face products are perfect. They're really good. So these aren't the same, like the bronzer and the highlight aren't the same as what are in face palettes, which is nice. They're a lot fairer. So I've just swatched that a few times. So it's got a little bit of a glow to it, which is nice. Highlighter is really nice. The one in the palette is quite gold, and this one isn't. It's like a, don't know if you can see it, that's it there. The other one's more golden than that. And then you've got the two blushes. So you've got Swish. You have to put that up here. And then you've got Pop, which is a slightly pinker shade. but they look really, really nice together. I think she's done a good job on the palette, and seeing the overall look now would definitely make me buy another one in the future. They do a smoky one, that doesn't appeal to me because I don't like smoky cool toned eyes, but if there was like a bronzy one, I would definitely be interested in that. Something a bit more pigmented than these eyeshadows here. But yeah, I've just swatched the blushes and not shown you. They're the blushes there. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a good palette. I don't think you need it. I think you've probably got other things in your collection that you could do the same thing, a 5-minute look with different products in your collection. But yeah, I bought this to go to Portugal, and I just thought it was like a one and done palette, and I don't think I barely used it just because I couldn't get this shade to work, or I think I may have used it and just bought a single eyeshadow. I can't remember, it was like 3 years ago. But yeah, the face palette is really, really nice, and you pay more than £49 for just all these products here anyway, so it is worth at least trying if you did want to try it. But yeah, other than that, I think it's a good buy. You know, if you want a luxury item, and Charlotte Tilbury is luxury, let's face it, and you want to try some of her products, and you want to try a few of her products, these are a good way of doing it, because you've got like the bronzer, the highlight, and the 2 blushes, so the face items, and then you've also got a few eyeshadows as well. So I would say, yeah, it is a good way for you to try her products. I know it's expensive, but it is worth it, especially as you pay so much for a single blusher anyway, and also a bronzer and the highlight. You know, it gets expensive, so you know, these are a good investment. Would I buy another one? Not unless I absolutely fell in love with it, no. I feel like I've got enough with this. Eventually I do want to pan it, because it is on the slightly older side now. Like I said, I've had it at least 3 years. It's just, right, let's do it this way. It's just really, really beautiful, guys. I love it. I thought I was going to do this look today, and I thought, I think I might declutter it. I haven't used it in a hot second, and if the eyeshadows wasn't going to work, I might have decluttered it, but I do like it with this underneath it. So when I've used that up, I'll probably have to get something similar from the drugstore, or maybe order another one from Charlotte Tilbury, just so I can carry on using this palette. But yeah, them 2 items together are really, really nice. And again, that's the eye look. And I know it's been longer than 5 minutes, but I have done my base makeup as well. I'll speed it up where I can. Hope you've enjoyed the video. It's a little bit of a different video just because it's an older product, and I just wanted to show you what it looked like on the skin. I believe you can still get it, and I know that she brought others out, like I said earlier. I don't know how many other eyeshadow palettes she's got now. Sorry, iron face palette she's got now in the collection. I'll have to look that up. But yes, thank you for watching. It really does mean a lot to me. If you've not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and click the notifications bell and become part of my little fam here on YouTube, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.